Everybody, we're back for round 3, round 4, the last round of pre-release. Pre-release is 4 rounds, not 3. We've won the die roll finally, so we're going to play first. And is this a keeper? Ew. It's so close to 1. I'm not going to risk it, I'm going to keep it. You know, we've got to draw a mountain to get Thunderbreak down. We've got to draw a land to have Flatten online. But I think I'm okay, because we can draw any of our number of 2-drops or our smaller number of 3-drops and still be able to play them. As long as our opponent's not super speedy. Like that, playing 1/1s. So a 1/1 for 1 that can't be blocked. And we whiff there. Unfortunately. I guess we're still on the Thunderbreak Regent plan, which requires a mountain. It's not the best of plans. Not the best of plans. Evolving Wilds. Hit me for 1, sure thing. Pass the turn. Whiff again. Now things are getting a little bit bad. And now we get taught about proper mulliganing. Unless we draw a land in case it worked out and I mulliganed fine. Probably not, though. In for 1, I'll take it. And passes the turn again, cool. Not sure why he didn't crack that Evolving Wild yet. Maybe he doesn't realize the land comes in tapped. But hey, we hit the mountain, so Thunderbreak Regent is a go. Is there a 2-mana counterspell that hits creatures? I don't think so. Yeah, there we go. Had me worried there for a second. I thought counterspell had been reprinted or something. Alright, he's going for that Evolving Wilds, and what is he? Is he blue-white or is he blue-black? He's blue-red. Okay, sure. Sure thing. So we've got Tail Slash online now, as long as we have that creature there. We've got Flatten online, Butcher's Glee, we've got some stuff. He's going to swing in for 1, and that's still totally fine. Blue, black, red. Interesting. Interesting. He's playing Grixis. And he's going to put down... He's going to reduce in stature my Thunderbreak Regent. So it's going to be an 0-2. It's still going to have the ability, but it's going to be an 0-2. That's fine, I guess. Fine, I guess. So... Do I just Sprinting Warbrood in for 5? Yeah, let's do it. Take him all the way to 12. Oops. So we're going to get in for this 5, take him to 12. Warbrood's going to come back to my hand, and I'm going to feel pretty okay about that. I'm not completely sold on Gudul Lurker. Yeah, it's unblockable, but it feels like a lot of setup to morph it and unmorph it. Maybe if he suited it up with something, it would become a little bit more scary. Alright, what's coming this turn? Hand of Silumgar, a 2/1 Death Toucher. Sure, I guess. And he's doing something else. He's putting down a morph as well. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Hopefully draw a land. Nope. We're not doing that. Well, I could just flatten that morph. Sounds good to me. It was a Stratus Dancer. Definitely good. Really need my 5th land, though. He's on 6, I'm on 4. He's going to come in for 3. Nope, he's going to come in for 1. Strange. Well, I guess he's keeping that back for the War Brute. That would suggest he doesn't have any better blockers in hand, though. He's dropping something. Gurmag Drowner. That's the look at the top 4, put 1 to your hand. Yeah, so is he going to sack the Lurker, I imagine? Yeah, he's going to sack the Lurker, look at some cards, and take 1. Pretty good card. At common, too. Boy, do I need some lands. 2 lands, and we have our other dragon online. Throws away 2 Avens. What on earth did he take? Must have been something balmy. Ugh, still no land, but at least we've got a Death Touch here now that'll gum things up a little bit and have the fun little tail slash play as well. So he took something that's better than Vulturous Aven. Oh, what's happening here? He is anticipating. Alright, so he's drawing even more cards. Or I guess he gets to look at 1 and put the rest on the bottom. But still, it's some card draw. Well, let's see what this awesome card is. Hopefully something we can just kill. Hopefully. Is it just going to be Silumgar? Necromaster Dragon, so whenever he sacks a creature, he can pay 2. Nope, not that at all. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. If you do, put a zombie token into play. Well, we're going to kill that. Boy, are we going to kill that. Tail slash, boom. Excellent. That's 1 rare dragon out of the way. And we'll pass the turn. And hope that we draw a land someday. Draw a land and Reach of Shadows is online. Two lands and my Shockmaw is online. What can he do? I mean, he's got 4 cards and a lot of mana. He can do a lot. What can I do? Not much. Dance of the Skywise. So that's a 4/4 dragon. Be my guest. Unless you somehow give it like quadruple strike, I don't terribly care. I will take the 4. I hope that helped him. Coat with Venom's not too bad. Yeah, I think I might just pass the turn and keep up Coat with Venom and Butcher's Glee, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Wow, do I need lands? This is turn 9 and we've drawn 1? Not good. That means more than 50% of our deck is lands. What's coming down now? Boltwing Marauder. Whenever another creature in this battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Sure. Come on, land and Reach of Shadows. That would really suck if he has a negate. Land, please. Thank you. Well, I guess he has the negate or he doesn't, right? think he purposely left up the 2 blue mana. I think he just clicked what was there. Excellent. That's dead as well. Back to you. Draw a land that I can get Shockmaw online, which would take care of that Hand of Silumgar. Ojutai's Summons. Alright. I need the flyers. I need them now. There we go. Shockmaw online. We'll pass the turn back to him. We could Heel Cutter next turn and keep up Butcher's Glee. Be an interesting play. Could gain 7 life back. I still have this Sprinting Warbrute too. Alright, what's gonna go on here? He is gonna play a Sidisi's Faithful and bounce, I imagine, the Shockmaw? In exchange for what? Sacking the Drowner, maybe? Maybe the Silumgar? No, the Drowner. Alright. And he's gonna bounce the Shockmaw. He's gonna take 3 for it, because Thunderbreak Regent's ability is still live. And I'm just gonna cast it the next turn. But I guess he really wanted to get in for 4. Or 2, actually. Alright. Be my guest. Take me to 9. Totally fine. Shockmaw? Yep. Let's just bring Shockmaw down again, leave up Coat with Venom. And pass the turn. So he's got 2 2/2 flyers, and that's about all I care about. Let's see if he attacks. He does. Interesting. Well. Oh, with that as well. Okay. Well, I'm going to block... sorry, not him. I'm going to block one of them, give him Coat with Venom, and I'm going to block the other one. I'm going to see what he says. He is doing something. He's going to Dousing Gloom Shockmaw. Okay. So that's going to make him a 2/2 and trade with the Monk. So I could save the Shockmaw, or I could save the Regent. I think saving the Shockmaw is better. So yeah, we will save the Shockmaw. Make him a 5/6. Still won't die. He takes 3 for that anyway, so he still takes 1 total damage. I go to 7, and I'm in a not terrible spot. Especially if he doesn't play a creature here. But he does. Oh, he's going to get the Shockmaw anyways. That hurts. Shockmaw down. Ooh, but he left up 1 creature. Can I Warbrute and Heel Cutter in the same turn? What's that cost? 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes! Alright. Let me just carefully count that. There's the Heel Cutter. There's the Warbrute. Awesome. Let's leave up that red mana, because I need it. That would have been awful. And then we Heel Cutter. We get in for 10, and we win it. Awesome. Does he see it? Oh, he's going to make me do it. Attack. Can't block. There we go. 10 damage and we take that game. Alright. So, that was game 1, right? Yeah, that had to be game 1. So, he's Silumgar control-ish kind of thing. I don't know what I want to do about that. I don't think I saw enough blue. Well, there was that dragon, which might just justify the rending volley coming in. And, I mean, he had a lot of roast targets. He had a fair number of defeat targets. What do I take out? Maybe just a Bloodshin Rager. I haven't even seen them. Yeah, maybe twin... No, let's take out Bloodshin Ranger. Feels a little bit bad, but I was really control-y there. My deck suddenly became a control deck. We'll see if we can do it again. And we won that even with the awful, awful, awful land screw we had at the beginning. What was it? 9 turns without drawing a 4th land or a 5th land? Alright, we're back for game 2. We've got a whole bunch of 2-drops. After saying I've never seen these guys, here's one right here. We've got Twin Bolt, we've got Roast, we've got Reckless Imp as a 2-drop dasher. I'm pretty okay keeping this. You know, it's 2 lands, but it seems like it could be pretty good. Especially if he stumbles in any way, shape, or form. I would like to draw a 3rd land, though. Tail Slash isn't a bad draw, but, you know. Now, if there's no play here, we get the Rager or a dashed Imp. If there is, then we maybe Twin Bolt or Roast it. Doesn't look like there's going to be a play, though. That's pretty good. So we're going to drop... We got a land as well. I think we'll drop the Rager, because he'll probably be basically unblockable next turn, and maybe for another turn. Hits his 3rd land in all 3 colors on turn 3. Lucky. No play, though. Doesn't seem lucky. I guess I'll just cast the Imp. So let's get in for 2. Yield to that trigger. Is it going to go through? Yes, it is. There we go. And we'll drop this Reckless Imp. And now we've got a whole bunch of removal to back it up. Spend the next 2 turns or so removing stuff, get in for another 8, have him at 10. Seems good. Just as long as no gigantic flyers come out. What are we going to see here? Vulturous Aven, okay. That's fine. So is he just going to block the Imp with it? Let's find out. Oops. Well, I didn't attack with the Imp, so we're not going to find out at all. We're just going to pass the turn, I think. Leaving up Tail Slash. No, let's get a Morph down. Just keep going wide. I can kill whatever he puts down next turn. Or nearly anything, anyways. Well, a dragon could be annoying. But I could still 2-for-1 it. Hit it for 2 and then hit it for another 2. Hand of Silumgar. That's not too much of a concern at all. At all. In any way, shape, or form. Yeah. I mean, maybe he's got a Butcher's Glee. Well, so do we. So, I think we'll just come in with everything and see what he does. Because we've got many options. We can Butcher's Glee to save something, we can Tail Slash or Twin Bolt to kill something. Many options. Let's see where the blocks happen. Maybe just take 6, who knows? Let's see what happens. Well, he's thinking it through. We haven't even got to the block step yet. Block step. He's going to block the Reckless Imp with the Aven. And block the Morph. Okay, so we could Butcher's Glee and save the Imp, killing the Aven, trading with the Silumgar and the Morph. We could Twin Bolt the hand, saving the Morph, and making the Aven and the Imp trade. That leaves me with 2 creatures and him with none. Butcher's Glee leaves him with none and me with 2. I think I maybe like the Butcher's Glee option. Twin Bolt is becoming more and more irrelevant now, though. Yeah, I think I like saving my flyer. He's on 5 mana and I'm on 3. Yeesh. Talk about awful. Well, let's see if this goes through or not. Or if he has his own Butcher's Glee. He has Glint, which he cast on Aven. So it will live. Okay. Not the best use of Glint, but alright. So ultimately he's going to take 2 and I'm going to gain 5. And we're going to trade our little guys. Sure. Sure. Play a big ground guy, please. Or 2 X1s, I'd be fine with that too. Is he just going to come in for 2? He sure is. Does that mean we're looking at an exploit? Because otherwise it's a strange attack. Second main. Down comes a what? Yeah, Butcher. So he's going to exploit and kill, I don't know, the Rager maybe? Maybe the Imp? Who knows? He's going to blow up the Rager, alright. Sounds fine. There's the land. Beautiful. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in for 2, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to exploit and get some cards. Because I can just roast that Butcher. Got another land. Rending Volley. I'm going to need him to play a blue creature. It's a handful of removal. Yeesh. What is this going to be? There's the dragon that I am going to be so happy about rending volleying. It's going to be great. Gets in for 3, sure thing. I will hate myself if he has a negate in hand. But what we'll do is we will kill the Butcher first and see if we can get... Oh, it can't be countered anyways. Doesn't even matter. Down goes the Butcher, down goes the dragon. Unless he has another glint. Please don't have another glint. I really wouldn't be happy. There we go. clear board, we get to hit him for the next 6 turns. Or at least I'm hoping. But we can start double removaling here on whatever his next threat is. I'd like a threat, though. A threat would be nice. Ojutai's summons. Beautiful. That is such an easy threat to remove. Blow it up. Blow the next one up. No problems. Getting a bit flooded. That's a slight problem. In for 2, let him get another Djinn. We will tail slash that at the end of his turn. And we'll see what his other cards are. Karsi Sadist. Is he just going to play that? Be a really strange exploit. Yeah, I thought so. No concern there. And we get to see his last card too. Cool. Butcher A. Well then, we're going to blow that up because he is going to blow up my Aven. And we're in trouble actually now. If I could kill the Sadist too, that would be great, but I can't. Double Butcher. Yeesh. Sack the Sadist. Goodbye, Vulturous Aven. Hello, 3 damage a turn. So I've got 6 turns to find a dragon or something that's not Kolaghan Aspirant. Although I could block and tail slash. But I mean, I'd rather just not block and attack in. So he's in top deck mode. I'm basically in top deck mode. We'll see whose top decks are better. He's going to come in for 3, and I'm fine with that. And then we'll see what his top deck was. Is it 1 mana? 2 mana. Minister of Pain. Interesting. So is he going to exploit and kill off my Aspirant? He is. Very interesting. Alright. Be my guest. You just turned your clock down a little bit. Ooh, a Butcher. Yeah, I'll just play that without exploiting. You bet I will. That blocks the Minister all day long. Passes the turn entirely. Awesome. Well, we'll attack in and see what he's got. I'm betting he just drew a land, though. He takes 3, and we're going to put down this Cobra, which is going to be awesome removal with Tail Slash. And we've actually got lethal on board, if he doesn't drop a creature. 1 land comes down. Turn is being passed, so let's kill off the Minister. And present lethal. Did we get it? Well, we got a land, so that's not going to do it. But we got it. All right. So we finished up 3-1, losing only that 1 match. Pretty decent. Pretty happy with the deck ultimately. It wasn't quite as speedy as I had hoped, but surprisingly good removal. As I had said in my set review, I think black-red has just crazy amounts of good removal. But ultimately, I think both colors are slightly weak otherwise. Black probably being much better than red anyways. But yeah, the deck worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. Definitely let me know if you would have built that pool differently. I definitely like hearing people's views on sealed pools. As always, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments below. You can also find me on Twitter at the Mana Leek. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. And you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/themanaleek. You've already found me here on YouTube, so definitely if you like the videos, make sure to click that little thumbs up icon. And you should also subscribe to my channel. There's a subscribe button in the show notes, and there's a subscribe button on the outro of each video. Clicking that will keep you up to date on all the latest videos from my channel, all the latest Spikey Saturdays, Wacky Wednesdays, Crack-a-Pack Tuesdays, and any other special videos that pop up here and there, like the box opening last week, and there's going to be some other special videos in the coming weeks as well. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.